Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our series of planets through ascendants. And today is the last video of Sun through Aries ascendant. Because today we're going to be doing Sun in the sign of Pisces in the 12th house for Aries ascendant. Now, I've already made Sun in the sign of Pisces and Sun in the 12th house, which you can see in my planets through signs and houses series. But this is quite different. This is now, we're bringing two energies together. We're bringing the sign together and the house together, including the house placement of Sun, or the house that Sun rules. Because Sun now rules a certain house for Aries ascendant. So it's bringing the energy of that house into the 12th house. So that's what we're going to discuss today. And if you do not know where your Sun is placed for in your horoscope, what sign it's in, what, nakshatras, house it's in, so this way you can refer to these videos or future videos. For that, check out the links here and check out my full astrological report, where on the second page at the bottom you'll know exactly where Sun is placed, including all my books, astrology, conjunction, and aspects of the speed of light. So, Sun in the sign of Pisces for Aries ascendant. Sun rules the 5th house for Aries ascendant, which is the house of education, children, risk-taking, speculative business, fun and games, sports. And then it's a fixed sign because Leo rules the 5th house for Aries ascendant, which shows it is the fixed house placement. So now the 5th lord, Sun, is going to the 12th house. What is 12th house? 12th house is foreign lands, isolated places. 12th house represents expenditures, spirituality, hospitals, jails, asylums, monetary sanctuaries, spiritual sanctuaries, laboratories. Too many things I can name you here. So now Sun is in the sign of Pisces. Pisces is what? Pisces represents using your imaginative power to do your work, spiritual power to do your work, intuitive power to do your work. And 12th house also is foreign lands, as I say, going overseas. And Pisces is a dual sign, dual natured sign. It's like two fishes. And what this shows is that there's this polarity in Pisces. Pisces can flow anywhere. It can go this way, it can go that way. So this is why it's a dual natured sign. They don't want to sit still. They want to just move. Pisces is about fish, which is a symbol of Pisces, is all about moving. A fish cannot stay still. Fish has to always flow. So what this shows us is that a person's education would first of all take place in foreign lands. This particular person may actually have multiple majors, because they may not be deciding. They're not very decisive if I should do this, if I should do that. And their education would take place either in fields related to English, poetry, research-based studies related to water, marine biology. But especially Sun here shows that one is here to develop their ego in this life. If you have too much ego, you will always, feel some sort of a trap. You will feel some sort of obstruction in your life. The minute you lose ego, things will come about. And obviously these people have very less ego. They're all about wanting to simply treat everybody equal and be equal, because this is also known as a Marna Karka position for the Sun. Marna Karka meaning that a planet goes to a certain house to die. The king, Sun, ruler of the regal royal sign, is in the 12th house now. This person does not care about their ego. This person does not care about being a leader, does not care about being appreciated by masses or being criticized by masses. These people don't care for that. They will be affected because it is a watery sign, emotional sign. It's a very receptive sign. Pisces is a very receptive sign. They observe a lot. But what this happens, this ego of a person loves being in isolated places. They like to operate from behind the scenes in isolated places like I do. I love being in my room, and I like being in the middle of the mountains up on high, away from the civilization and world. That's why I'm able to do my work. because I felt this sudden change in my whole perspective of life when I moved to this new place of mine. I'm in such an isolation that it's secure. It's very secure for me. That's what 12th house does here with the sun. Also shows that your father traveled a lot for his work. Always was in isolated places, traveling, doing his work. Shows father was a very creative person, probably had interest towards singing, poetry, writing. Doesn't matter if he was in pharmacy, doesn't matter if he was in government. He always had some sort of a creative, peculiar talent. This also shows that your children will be born in foreign places and foreign lands, away from your birthplace or away from their parents' birthplace. And your children will flourish in foreign places and foreign lands. But this person, because remember, 12th house is a very strong energy of past life. 12th house is a very strong energy of, your life before your birth, because it's 12th from your first house, your birth. So here it shows that in sign of Pisces, you're here to develop your spiritual ego. The more spiritual ego you have, that is okay. The more you learn about spiritual things, the more you interact with foreign entities, foreign gurus, the more you will be understanding yourself better. Because here the ego is lost. Ego is in the forest, up in the mountains. It's wandering. It doesn't know who it is, what's going on. But it just knows that it belongs in this place. It belongs in the mountains, but it doesn't know exactly where. So the more you spiritually develop yourself, the more you will be able to see, oh, there's that little hut. That's where I belong. There's this ashram on top of the mountain. That's where I need to be. So most likely for these people, a corporate job, a desk job never seemed to work. They need to be out there, whether they can be marine biologist, paleontologist, archaeologist, all the ologists, writers, poets, philosophers. That's how the ego develops. Astrologers. Shows that your children will also be very artistic. They will have a very strong imaginative power. Because of your placement that you have, they have a very imaginative power. And since 5th Lord is 6th from itself, or 8th from itself, shows you're going to be transformed through your education. The education that you receive, whether it is commercial or non-commercial, it will transform you. So you know how some people are like, man, just going to college was the most transformative experience for me. I was a changed man after graduation. Or for me, this spiritual education was the most transformative education. So whatever you learn, which is the 5th house is, which is also represents the ancient knowledge. The more you learn about ancient knowledge, the more you are going to change yourself, your ego and your soul. The more your soul is going to be happy, because that's what sun is your soul. Atma Karka. Karka meaning significator of the soul. It can also be your Chara Atma Karka, meaning movable, which is part of the Gemini astrology, which some of you may not even care to even understand or know. You might be a little complicated for you right now, but sun is soul, is what you're really here wanting to do and have to do. And especially wherever Jupiter is placed is how the sun will be anchored through. It's like Jupiter will be the anchor of the sun, is the direction of the sun, guiding sun from the bottom, deep sea. So always look at the placement of Jupiter as well. Okay. So guys, this was my analysis of sun in the 12th house for Aries ascendant. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And again, if you want to know where your sun's placed, all your other planetary placements, so you can come back and refer to my channel for your reference. For that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books and consultations. Otherwise, we'll see you this Saturday with some special video. Bye-bye.